Can you comment about compliance with requirements and the move toward quality of practices?
The emphasis behind the initial efforts in working with districts is to get them, first and foremost, to understand the requirements, to get them to do the requirements, because to me the requirements for transition services, that's the foundation for everything else. Now, there's a bunch of practices out there in the field that would be considered best practices, which are not requirements. My belief is, in order to get the quality, first and foremost, you have to do the basics, and the basics are the foundation, and the foundation is the requirements. Now, if you want to move to quality and you want to move to seeing post-school results and improvement, then you have to move from the basic requirements to quality. And what that means, and I'll give you an example, for instance, there's a requirement that we have to invite the student to attend the IEP meeting. There's no requirement for the student to attend. So can we move districts into a practice of inviting kids that clearly says to the kid and everybody else, I really want you there? So if we can move districts to the practice of meeting the basic requirements, which is inviting the kid, there are going to be districts and people that aren't happy with just the kid being invited. Because the idea behind it is if I invite the kid will come, and maybe if the kid comes, then they're going to talk. But see, there is no requirement for the kid to attend. There's no requirement to train the kid whatsoever on anything about an IEP. But moving to a best practice is taking and moving from the invitation to saying, you know, I want more than just the kid to be there. I want the kid to actually participate. And so in order for the kid to participate, I've got to train them on what is an IEP and how to take part in this IEP meeting. So maybe what we do is institute training with kids on self-advocacy, self-determination, on self-directed IEPs, which are not requirements, they're best practices. And so if we move from a requirement, then we can move to best practice, which is quality. And my belief is if we start out and we are doing and can show that we're doing the basic foundation requirements, then to me quality is, for instance, that for every kid in this particular district that leaves this system, there is a long-range comprehensive plan that's coordinated with other players so that when the kid leaves the system, we're actually handing the kid off and the kid is going to get the services and supports they need as they make that next step. And then we've done everything to put this into place. We've moved from basic requirements to now we've got quality where that plan truly is coordinated, truly is one where the kid is handed off. Now then, I believe this is that if we want to see post-school results and improvement in results, you're not going to do it by just the requirements. It's going to take moving towards best practices and improving the quality so that then let's take a look at the kid post-school results, but let's look at it in relationship to what it is we did in school to help the kid get there. What did we do under the basic requirements, but then how did we take that one step further that really took this concept of a plan that leads to a post-school outcome and make it quality for every single kid so that the services are truly there. And the kid is self-advocating, the kid knows how to go out and acquire the services, and we're there to support them as they go through that process.